What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hanging Heavy. As always, I'm your boy Desecrator, and this is the podcast where the topics can get as heavy as the host. I just want to go ahead and point out the elephant in the room. Last week I didn't upload, and that's because I had some issues recording. I was recording with a special guest, somebody that's really never recorded, so as you can tell, that didn't go very well, as I didn't upload anything last week. So hopefully I make do, and I make up for cutting short and fucking just getting lazy with you guys. As always, if you haven't already, go ahead and download the Podbean app. It makes for easy listening. You automatically get notified when I update or upload. You can go ahead and comment, you can like, you can share, and even if you're not doing any of that, go ahead and pimp out my podcast out on your social media. Help a brother out, you know. And if you don't want to put any bullshit on your phone or device or whatever you're doing, you can always go to the hangingheavy.podbean.com website, and you can do all that shit too. I'm also posting these on YouTube, so just go to YouTube and search Hanging Heavy Podcast, and bada bing, bada booked. Not a sponsor. So let's get into it. We'll start off with some video game news. So Sony is now allowing people to download PlayStation Now games to their systems to be able to play offline. You will need to log in every couple of days at least to verify your PSN Now account. Before, you could only stream said games, so good on you, Sony. And by the way, the PlayStation Classic Mini is confirmed to be loaded with 20 PS1 games, and the pre-ordering went live today. Grab one while you can, or if you can. So Fortnite, I know, here we go again. Fortnite is in the headlines again, but not for being a great game or a game changer, but because there have been over 200 divorces this year, citing the addiction force that is Fortnite and other uncited games as a reason for the divorce. Wow. If you would rather get boogie bombed than get some pussy or some dick or whatever it is you like, no judgment. You need to get bitch slapped back into reality and half of your shit taken from you, because you're clearly not smart enough or have the mental capacity to get a prenup. You dumb fucking twat. Moving on to something more interesting, Red Dead Redemption has announced their online world. Using the whole game map as its location, that's going to be a gigantic open world. I personally am more interested in their single player campaign than their online, seeing as I've never played an online version of their world from the last game, so this is new to me. But knowing how video games have been trending, be prepared for the awful use of microtransactions, shark cards, horsey bucks, cowboy coins, whatever the fuck they want to call them. Be prepared, and hopefully they go the route of only paying for cosmetics and not pay to win bullshit. If you're interested, they plan to have the online beta ready sometime in November, but for the single player campaign, October 26th cannot come fast enough. I need that game in my life. Fuck. Speaking of Red Dead, they allow multiple publishers to try the games hands-on for almost 2 hours of gameplay of a near final build of the game. I personally haven't read much into it because I don't want to spoil the game for myself, but from several articles that I've seen and read, they're reveling in how beautiful the game looks and how grand the scenery is. So for that, I'm fucking hyped. Let's go. You know, the other day I was out and about having a meal at wherever the fuck it was, and I noticed an older gentleman walking into said establishment. He was alone and just strolling in. Within seconds, he locked eyes with the table next to me and recognized an old friend. Because they were old guys. Get it? Anyway, he walked up to the table next to me and grabbed the attention of, I'm assuming, the person he knew. They both locked eyes, and if with some sort of delay or internet lag, they scanned faces and then, how are you, brother? Yada, yada, yada. Old man chatter. It's just so weird how old people react to familiarity. It's like loading. Enter scene 42. Continue. If you ever get a chance to just watch old people talk or exchange words, it's kind of humbling to know, fuck, I'm gonna be that eventually. My mind will either slip into dementia or Alzheimer's. I guess it's better than living in this bland, mundane world we've created, forever tethered to some form of digital device. Whoa there. That kind of went sideways. I heard this quote in a movie the other day, and I thought, that's pretty fucking spot on. And the quote was, the more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you. And this quote is from the movie Lost in Translation, which, by the way, great fucking movie. I'm kind of glad I waited so long to watch it. This is the first time I saw it. And I think if I had seen it as a teenager or a young man, I would have missed all the small, subtle nuances that are in this flick. Sometimes I watch a critically acclaimed movie and I think, what the fuck were these saps watching? This movie's a pile of dog shit. But this one, it shows how life really is. It's not some Hollywood fantasy. I'm not going to go too much into detail as to not spoil it. But if you haven't seen it, I recommend highly. It's not a happy movie. It's not sad. It's both, and it's not. When you can't describe something, then you know it's a piece of art. And for that alone, I can appreciate it. If you have seen it, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. I'm typically so cynical with my worldview, but lately I've been kind of in my head. And no, I'm not depressed or sad, but more like appreciating everything I have and the things that I don't have in some weird kind of somber tone. I don't know how to describe it further than that, so if there are any nerds that are into the pseudoscience psychology, have at it. I'm in your figurative leather armchair. I'm sorry. I kind of took a personal turn there. What's wrong with me? What's in fucking inside me? What's inside? So the juggernaut Amazon is creating more impending doom for retailers, and now possibly restaurants, hell, even grocery stores. If you haven't heard of their humanless Go stores, this is the rundown. It's a fully stocked store in which, while entering, you scan your Amazon Go account into their system. From there, you can scan with your phone, or in some stores, literally just pick up an item off the shelf and automatically it's creating a virtual shopping cart. They use all these cameras and sensors that they've been using in self-driving vehicles and autonomous cars, or, well, I guess vehicles is the best word, with custom software that has insane algorithms that they've managed to create that calculate what is picked up and if it's put down. They call it just walk out technology. If you want a sandwich, you just pick it up and just walk out. They calculate everything that you've picked up and bill you sometime shortly after you leave. There's no lines. There's no asshole clerks. It's just in and out. That's fucking amazing. But at the same time, there's cameras basically at every angle on you. And if that's something that's unsettling or makes you uneasy, welcome to the future, pussy. They can see your every move. What's basically going to crush the competition is they plan on opening 3,000 of these stores by 2021. So good luck holding a retail job for much longer, because Amazon is coming for that ass, and they coming quick, boy. Let's jump into a little bit of science, bitch. So, Coke wants that weed. That sounds weird, I know. I'm clean, Mom, I swear. But Coca-Cola is looking to spread their brand even further, looking at a cannabis-infused wellness drink. They are on record as saying they've been watching the growth and expansion of wellness beverages that contain the non-psychoactive CBD as an ingredient. There are rumors they are in talks with Aura Cannabis to help make their weed juice, although the later has not been commented on, as this is just speculation. Either way, this shit won't get you lifted, as CBD is more commonly known for its pain-relieving qualities. For the sake of people looking for a tonic to all their aches, let's hope that this deal is more than just smoke. So there may finally be an advancement in the century-old technology that we call batteries. Fucking finally. The way most batteries are made now are using the rare earth element lithium, which has been mined in the mountains of South America. But we eventually will deplete the source soon, at the rate we need electronics, the rate we have to have them. Scientists have been trying to use the earth-abundant and easily mined sodium to achieve an alternate compound to build batteries instead of using just lithium-ion battery technology. That's pretty fucking smart. But then again, they are the scientists, and I'm just the dumb fuck talking to myself, jerking off in the corner. My parents are so proud. Scientists have also found, finally, the strongest known material in the known universe. And what nickname did they give it? None other than Nuclear pasta. I can't make this shit up, people. Nuclear pasta is the inner complexities of what makes up a neutron star. Excuse my French. A neutron star, for all you dumb hillbillies, is the dead husk of a star more massive than the sun. But it isn't big enough to become a black star after it ceases to be. Fucking pussy. When the star exhausts its nuclear fuel, excuse me, I barely learned English, and goes supernova, a neutron star is basically what's left. A collapsed core of what once was a scientific spectacle. Fuck. I don't know about you, but that's some sci-fi porn I just laid down for you. God, my nips are so hard. So, I'm gonna let you guys in on some deep fucking shit right now. Don't tell anyone I told you this. They're listening to us regardless, so fuck. So it turns out that cleaning products have been making kids fat. Fuck, they used a shit ton in my house growing up. That explains everything. Well, scientists have conducted apparently kids who lived in a household where they heavily used disinfectants to clean more than once a week have had a higher body mass index by the age of 3 compared to kids who came less regularly into contact with these chemically derived cleaners. Kids who were lucky enough to have hippy-dippy parents, or parents that used eco-friendly products, or even homemade cleaners that were more naturally ingredient-based, were less likely to become overweight. So disinfectants affect the bacteria in your stomach, which scientists are now making a connection to weight gain or lack of weight loss. Studies have revealed a child's gut microbial differential between homes that did and did not use highly chemical disinfectants. Thanks, all the Mexicans that took care of me instead of my parents growing up. You turned me into a fat cunt. What the fuck, Mom? What the fuck? Norma? Chingada madre, Lucy. So finally, something pointless happened. When researchers gave lab octopuses that Molly. You heard it right. MDMA. AKA ecstasy. Octopuses are very usually territorial when coming into contact with other octopuses. Scientists decided to try adding a mild dose of that Molly. MDMA. Ecstasy. When they did that, the octopuses showed more interest in one another. Some even locking tentacles. With other octopussy when they were added into the same tank. Well, no fucking shit. Anyone that's ever taken ecstasy knows it's the love drug for a reason. Fucking give me that money. Give me a white lab coat, bitches. I've already done the testing. For science! If you've ever seen the movie Arachnophobia, then you know what a landscape covered with spiderwebs looks like. Well, looks like it doesn't mean that the monster spiders are lurking around every corner to suck your body of its juices. On a beach in Altilochio, in fucking Greece, there's over 1,000 feet of area that is blanketed in them silk ropes. And scientists there say it's because of the spiders, which are harmless to humans, and the local flora are having a huge fucking orgy. Oh yeah, boy. So apparently the weather condition is perfect and things are just right for them to naturally flock together and start fucking nasty style. Some say it might be due to the rise in mosquito populations. Ah, yeah, spider bukkake. Quick, to the Hentai Animators! So, Apple unveiled their series of X iPhones last week, which I wasn't able to cover, so I'll toss it in now at the very end, with what will be the iPhone XS and the iPhone XR Max. Those, as of now, are available for pre-order. Both phones are literally the same as the X, just slightly larger. The display's built a little bit different. Same display though, and the same camera, with that dumb fucking notch. But it's including their new chipset, the A12 Bionic. Which sounds cool, but that's about all the freshness they added. Boring. But during this same event, they did unveil and announce their 4th gen of the iWatch, or whatever the fuck it's called. And that looks pretty interesting. That's where they actually did some innovation. The watch is all around improved and sleeker, sexier. I won't knock it, cause shit looks like it'll be worth the money. Finally.
Yes, science!
So let's get into the nitty gritty. So if you're a fan of Apple, they are getting some shit for the dumbest fucking reasons. Oh, and holy fuck, the snowflakes are getting more and more unique. Pardon the pun, but fuck you. So they just unveiled the newest iteration of the iPhone. And for many, myself included, were left underwhelmed. But that's not where this is going. As I already went into the bullshit that was going to be used to tie in this segment. But no, this is a different story. Women, or should I say feminists, are claiming the new series is sexist due to the fact that women have smaller hands than men. So this phone was designed only for men. What the fuck is that shit? Really? You're so mad about the size of the phone that when they came out with their last phone, people, this includes women and I'm sure feminists, wanted a larger display. What kind of hypocritical bullshit is that? I'm in no way, shape, or form I'm in no way, shape, or form usually round, an ice sheep, but holy ice skating Jesus. Why is it that everything has to be related or tied to sexism? Get off your fucking high horse and stop reaching at this claim that it's designed for men. Come back to earth and stop living in your fucking vagina, goddammit. Our grandfathers, uncles, brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, they all died for us in all of these wars just so that you can feel obligated to fucking bitch, piss, and moan over the size of a fucking telephone? To that, I say, fuck you. Get over yourself. No one likes you. So speaking on something that's very similar, the story I'm going to bring up is about the comedian Norm Macdonald. Recently, he's made some comments that were not PC. Yeah, I know. He stated and was at the defense of Louis C.K. and Roseanne Barr, stating that they've taken a huge hit to their careers already for the things they've done. Lay off them. Basically, that's pretty much what he said, to sum it up. Then he went on to kind of tear into the Me Too movement. But that's the thing that's bothering me, is he went back on his word and tried to apologize. This is what he said. trying to put out the fire. I'm completely behind the Me Too movement. You'd have to have Down syndrome to not feel sorry for the victims. He sure put out that fire with gasoline. Jesus, no one can say what they think or feel anymore without the fear of backlash or being metaphorically crucified. Fuck me, huh? Silence him. He didn't say what I liked. Off with his head. Wanna know why Papa John's is trying to stay away from the racial tension that was created by the CEO and former Papa who stepped down for saying a specific racial slur? To save face. They are now using advertising tactics to show how diversified they really are, how much they love being different. Get the fuck out of here. It clearly shows how you're trying to plug the leak. It comes off as pandering and fucking spineless. Say, yeah, he was an asshole, but fuck that guy. That's why he got shit canned. We love Nick. Whoa. Where the fuck did they think that would land? So, this plane, again, another airplane in fucking stupidity, going from Mumbai to Jaipur, had to make an emergency landing because they responded to alerts due to the loss of cabin pressure. If you don't know how planes work, they have to pressurize the inside of the plane to maintain normal vitality. Well, the fucktards who were supposed to keep the plane maintained forgot to select the bleed switch, which led to failure to maintain cabin pressure. People were pulled off the plane and treated medically, and there were several photos leaked online that show that the oxygen mask had deployed. People were terrified holding the mask to their faces. There were several others with nosebleeds and even some blood dripping from their ears. If they don't get sued to fucking Kingdom Come, who the fuck deserves being sued? Holy shit, that's bad. And on the topic of being bad, LeBron James will officially act in the upcoming movie and sequel to Space Jam. Why? Way to go, Hollywood. Why go for originality when you can just harp on all this free nostalgia that's pouring all around and fuck up great movie legacies? Why not? Go ahead. Fuck it. Fuck. Why can't they just fucking make movies that people want to watch that are not the same fucking bullshit from the last 30 years? Or the female version that's gonna suck regardless. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you were thoroughly entertained. I thought I'd spiffy it up a little bit and throw some for comedic timing, you know, because I'm cool like that. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you listening. If you're still listening, I'd give you a little kiss. I just want to shout out my boy Josh in Japan. And I love you very much, baby. Go ahead and, like I said, download the Podbean app if you haven't already done that for easy listening. You automatically get notified when I upload a new episode. Go ahead, and if you don't want to download that, you can go to the website, Hangin' Heavy, Texas. Oh, wait, no, hanginheavy.podbean.com. Or if you don't want to do either of that, you can check us out on YouTube. Just type in the search, Hangin' Heavy Podcast, and bada bing, bada your ass is fucking tight and I want to lick it. What? Where did that come from? Yeah, so if you guys also don't mind, go ahead and shout me out on your social media. Help me spread my fucking pubic hair and the word of a great podcast that keeps you smiling, at least. Hopefully I can at least do that. Hopefully I'm not that much of an incompetent jackass. But thank you very much, and this is Hanging Heavy. Rich and rare.